All right, and we are live. Welcome everyone tuning in tonight. My name is Justin Hammond. I'm the Recruitment Assistant Director for the College of Health and Human Sciences. Joining me tonight, we have two of our student ambassadors in Human Development and Family Studies, and I'll go ahead and let you guys introduce yourselves. All right, and we are live. Sorry.
It's okay. Hi guys, my name's Aubrey Adams. I'm a junior in Developmental and Family Sciences within the Department of Human Development and Family Studies here at Purdue University.
Hi guys, my name is Caitlin Reiki. I am a sophomore. I'm double majoring in Human Services through the College of Health and Human Sciences, and then also Management through Craner, the School of Management.
All right, thanks for joining me tonight. So this is a live stream, so if you have any questions at any time, go ahead and type those in. I'll be monitoring that stream throughout the evening, so I'll do my best to get those questions answered live. If I don't get to them on stream, then I'll stay after for a few minutes and answer any questions that you guys might have. So with that being said, my first question for you guys is, what are HDFS classes like here at Purdue?
So starting off your freshman year, you take HDFS 210 and 201, and those are basically the largest classes within our department. So 201, I would say, is less than 100 students, but 210 can be anywhere up to 300 students, just because it's offered to not only HDFS students, but it's also required for students who are in nursing, pre-professional, so anything from pre-med to basically any kind of graduate school that students are looking towards. And then after you get past those first two classes, your freshman year, the classes really slim down. So they go anywhere from, I think the smallest I've had is 15. 60 is a pretty average number. And that's for some of my upper level courses.
Yeah, so like she said, our classes kind of vary in range, but to begin with, they're a little bit bigger. But now that we're starting to get into our upper level courses, they get quite a bit smaller. So I even have a class this semester where there's only 6 of us in it. So that gives you a lot of time to work personally with your professor and really allow them to have time to give you really good feedback and just really help you move along through the semester. So that's been really neat working with that.
And just by the numbers, our average class size at Purdue University is 31. So yes, you will have some of those large lectures maybe your freshman year, but after that it gets smaller much quicker. So 87% of our classes here at Purdue are actually under 50 students, and 41% are under 20. So when I went here, my smallest class was actually 8 students. So if you have something like that, make sure to show up, because the faculty will definitely know, and you might get an email. Hey, where are you? So speaking of faculty then, are your professors accessible?
Yeah. Our professors are really accessible, especially in the College of Health and Human Sciences, just because they're really close-knit and they really like to get to know us. So they're super accessible through email. Some professors will even hand out their cell phone numbers so you can text them questions, which is super nice. They're just always very responsive whenever you have questions and more than willing to help you out in any way and just really help you to succeed. So they're always there for you, even when it may not seem like a perfect time to contact them.
Yeah, and just going off that, I've had a professor this semester. He teaches a class of 350 students, and I sent him an email once, and he emailed me immediately back and just asked, you can come to my office anytime if you need help. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you. And then specific to our department, the professors are very eager to talk to you, and they really want to get to know you. So they'll actually just say, I'm begging for somebody to come to my office hours. Please, somebody come hang out with me and talk to me about your interests and how I can help you get to where you want to be.
All right. So my next question then, this one could be a tricky one. What are your plans after graduation?
Okay, so I'm a junior, so it's coming up pretty fast. It's a little scary, but
still got a year.
Yeah. So next year I'm going to start the Masters of Public Health program. It's a 4+1 program within the College of Health and Human Sciences. So my senior year, I'll be finishing my undergrad courses as well as starting some master's level courses in public health. And then after I complete my Masters of Public Health, I plan to get my doctorate of occupational therapy and kind of combine those two things and work closely within my community.
Wow. All right, so you got to plan that.
Very cool. Okay, so I'm combining human services with management in hopes of opening my own nonprofit someday. So I want to open a facility, an equine therapeutic riding facility, so to help a lot of people, different people with different needs and make their lives better. So that's my long-term goal.
All right. Let's see. Our next question that we have is, what other activities do you participate in outside of class? Obviously, you guys are student ambassadors, so check one. What else?
So one of my biggest time commitments outside of my classes, I'm part of Purdue University Women's Club volleyball team. So we have tryouts every semester. We have an executive board. I'm the treasurer for that club. And so we travel to 3 or 4 tournaments every semester, and we host a tournament every semester. And it's just competitive volleyball that we get to play. I've met some of my closest friends through that, so it's definitely something that I really enjoy. And coming out of high school, I loved playing volleyball, and so I didn't really want to stop. And it was a really great way for me to kind of continue the type of competition I'd been seeing in my club seasons throughout high school.
For me, I'm super involved in my cooperative house. So I live in a house with 35 girls here on campus, which is kind of unique to Purdue. So we have 7 girls' houses, but my house specifically I'm the president of, so I get the opportunity to kind of delegate tasks between the girls in my house and help them in their leadership positions in our house. So, and then also serve on the Purdue Cooperative Council, so that's a unique opportunity that I have. And then also with that, there's lots of opportunities to volunteer here on campus. So I'm a part of a club that's called the Purdue Equine Assisted Programs Club, and through that I get to go to an equine therapeutic riding facility that's like 25 minutes north of here and help children and receive services through that. So that's been pretty awesome.
And then outside of Purdue, off campus, I also work at the Lafayette Family YMCA, and that's something that I really enjoy doing. As I said earlier, like I have a career goal of being involved in my community, so being here at Purdue, I wanted to make myself present in the Lafayette community, and so working at the YMCA has given me the opportunity to do that.
So you guys are definitely pretty busy.
Yes.
But yeah, you still get everything done. All right. So Caitlin, you mentioned cooperative housing. A lot of students haven't heard that term.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about what is cooperative housing?
Yeah, so cooperative housing is unique to Purdue. There are 7 girls' houses and 5 men's houses. So we each have houses. We kind of function sort of like a fraternity or sorority. A lot of people are more commonly hear those terms, but we're quite different in the fact that we don't have someone who cooks and cleans for us. We do that all ourselves, so we function completely independently. We have work duties, we have kitchen duties, so each of us divide our duties, and one person cooks breakfast in the morning, another person cooks lunch and dinner, and then we also have cleaning duties where we divide the house up and conquer. And then with that, we also have opportunities for leadership roles, so like I serve as our president. We have a treasurer who handles all of our money, and then a work manager and kitchen manager, and just a whole bunch of other positions, smaller like athletic chair, philanthropy. So it really just provides like a unique opportunity for you to have that atmosphere of sisterhood and getting to live with a lot of other people, but at the same time learning like real life skills. So that's been super awesome. I heard about that as a high schooler, so you can go through recruitment as a senior in high school or once you get to Purdue and find out about it also. So yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't do the cooking. I just had a ramen when I was in college.
Yeah. Not everyone can, but there's also cleaning duties, so it's good.
All right, next question that I got for you guys. Research. Have either of you participated in any undergraduate research?
Yes, so I got involved in research pretty early on. My second semester freshman year, I decided to take up a research opportunity within my department. And that professor that gave me that opportunity is still my mentor now. He actually wrote me a letter of recommendation for grad school, so just building those connections. But in that research lab, we were studying opioid addiction and looking to better the relationship between patients and their physicians, and kind of dealing with how people describe their pain. And then next semester, I'm going to be working with another professor in my department, and that research lab will actually count as undergrad and graduate course credit for me.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So I know a lot of you are thinking, research, whoa, that's something that you do in graduate school. But no, actually you can do research as an undergraduate here at Purdue, like you said, as early as your freshman year. So definitely if you're planning on going into, graduate school or professional programs, having that experience and building those connections is really important. So if you haven't considered it before, think about it a little bit more. We do have an Office of Undergraduate Research, and they can help you find those really interesting programs. All right, so here's another good one that I like to ask. Why did you choose your major?
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I can go first. I chose my major because what I'm looking forward to doing in life, there's not really a major for it. I'm kind of unique. So I decided to combine my two majors, and that gives me a little bit of helping people, which I really love doing, and just like serving other people, but also business where I love math and analytics and stuff like that. So I kind of get the best of both worlds by combining those. And then they're both kind of general majors, so I can really do anything with them in the real world, which is a little scary, but it's also really promising once I get out of college.
So for me, I chose developmental and family science because, like she said, it's pretty flexible, and I knew that I wanted to make sure that I had all the pre-professional requirements checked off. So I was able to do that by counting all the science courses that I took as like my electives towards my major. But also, I'm really interested in working with children. So developmental and family science has 2 concentrations, and one of them is child development. So it was a really nice way for me to focus in on something I was interested in, but also like gain just a general understanding of lifespan development, which will be something that will definitely benefit me in my future career.
All right, and we have time for about one more question. So last one for you guys. Are you participating in any study abroads, or are you planning on doing that in the future at all?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
So I actually I have 2 minors, one in psychology and one in Spanish. And I finished my Spanish minor abroad this past summer. I spent 6 weeks in Madrid, Spain, kind of the heart and soul of Spain, and it was incredible. I lived with a host family and a couple of Purdue students, and I took classes while I was there and also saw tons of cities while I was there and traveled and everything. But then this summer, I'm finishing my capstone experience in developmental and family science, which is a requirement to graduate. It's either a thesis, a capstone, or a study abroad for developmental and family science. And I'm going to Costa Rica with my department to study child development.
Awesome. I have not had the opportunity to study abroad yet, but this summer I am planning on studying abroad. So I will be in Rome, Italy for 4 weeks in May. So that's super exciting. I just get credit through my program, so I'll get 6 credits and take 2 courses while I'm there. And one will be taught by a Cranert professor, and then another one will be taught by an on-site professor. So I get to live at a university there with other Cranert students and other study abroad students from the United States and other countries, and then as well as local students. So that's exciting.
Yeah, I bet that's going to be awesome. We actually have over 400 study abroad programs here at Purdue, so there's quite a bit that you can do. Those can be as short as a week to an entire year and everywhere in between. So before you guys went on your study abroad, had you been outside the country before?
Not at all.
No? And have you been outside before?
Yeah, last summer I had the privilege of going to Israel for a couple of weeks. So
awesome.
Yeah.
I know at least when I did my study abroad, I had never been outside the country. I'd never even been on an airplane before. So my first plane trip was actually a 16-hour flight to Tanzania. So
oh my God.
You don't have to do something as wild as that, but you know, even for those of you that don't have that experience yet, you don't really need it. There's a lot of really cool study abroad programs, and you know, it's a safe environment where you can get that experience in college. So there's also scholarships specific for study abroads too, so usually it can be a pretty affordable experience.
For sure.
All right, so with that, we are out of time tonight. So thank you everyone tuning in. Thank you, my guests, for joining me tonight. I hope you all have a good night, and boiler up.